All right, so we've been going over um, Omni.LedgerX by FTX now. It's owned by. That's a US based site, cleared to go on the US. I'm going to show you. Derebit has a testnet site, which I still think you need a VPN on, which don't suggest, but I'm going to show you some price differentials. Um, I don't know how bad it is. I haven't checked it in a while, but then I can show you some actual trades on the test net of stuff we were doing earlier that for US customers you'd want to do on if you were in that position and want to follow it, you'd do it on Ledger X by FTX. For US customers, if you're out of the US, you can use Derebit and do the same thing. And so we're going to look at some. So my screen won't, I'm going to lose some of the screen. If I go here, I don't know how far I can come in, still get the anything. Okay, let's see if I slide back and forth. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna have to kind of move the prices. But so we were looking earlier at um, December 31st, 2021, $50,000 puts. It's 2,041 is the bid. So that's the minimum someone's willing to buy it for. The minimum someone's willing to sell it for right now is called the ask. That's 32.85, and the mid is exactly what it sounds like. The price in between doesn't necessarily mean that's the price you're going to get if you're trying to buy on one side or the other. That's market makers on both sides. So if you're trying to get filled, just hang on for a second, and usually it can take a little. So we're going to go to the $50,000 put on Derebit. This is the live account. Um, so price is 25.33 to 25.98. Um, so I mean, you have cheaper and more expensive. So, but like I said, you're gonna get filled somewhere in between there. So it's just hopefully as this gets more liquidity, um, it'll act a little bit more like Deribit. Um, but then I'll pull up how Derebit's testnet should look like. And let's see what the $50,000 put is trading for on here. This is play money. There is no $50,000 put. Weird. Um, so go somewhere in between that price. $48,000 put is trading for about 2,100. $52,000 put is trading for about 3,100. So about 2,600. So the testnet's about fair. Um, but like before, we were talking about just hedging off a piece of your action, trading spreads, selling a call to buy a put. Well, I can do all that now in front of you guys to, and I can't like speed up time to show you how it works with price action moving, but at least I can go ahead and put on some of the trades. So, um, so I'm just having the lowest strike. I'm gonna have it be 30K and the highest strike be 50,000. I could expand all those, but I don't want to make it too clogged for you guys. So Bitcoin right now is trading at just above $63,000. Um, so this, as we've talked in some of the other videos, if you have money offline that you're trying to hedge, um, you bought the dip last March or April, whenever it was, and you're trying to hedge that. Whatever there's several different ways to trade this stuff, but I'm more talking about using it as a hedge and then using Ethereum as a hedge to hedge off. If your alt bags are too big or you're sitting there just holding some of them while they're, some of the ones are gaining interest that, you're staking, but there's some risk to that staking. Um, so we're going to go ahead and so we're playing this for December 31st, 2021. So that's a little over 8 weeks, 2 months. Um, so we have priced at 63 grand and we are comfortable with price dropping 10%, no more. Um, that's going to be in by the end of the year. If you're trying to go to cover for stocks or for the dip in March, to get past a year, um, you're better off doing it one by one or just waiting till you get a little bit closer. Um, but if you did buy in March and don't want to pay capital gains and want to basically lock it in right now, 63 grand, I'm done. I'm good. I don't care where it goes. I'm taking my profits from here. And there's a couple things you could do. I mean, there's not a lot of volume on this, but um, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to trade it. So yeah, like the $65,000 puts, there's just these bids are these are insane bid ass. $40,000 puts only real legitimate bid ass. I mean, you can buy multiple ones, I guess, and be able to sell your Bitcoin, sell multiple Bitcoin at 40,000, but more likely you're just going to take the cash if price drops down there. But so I can't really do it on that one. But we'll use December and um, I'll act like that's for another part. I'll act like that is, but just for the end through the end of this year. Um, some of you guys might file as a professional trader. I do. So I am taxed based upon what my portfolio value is on January 1st. It's 2021 and what it ends up at December 31st, 2021. So, that's basically you pay taxes on, they know what your portfolio is worth, what you're trading with, and what it ends up being, and you pay taxes on that. You don't pay capital gains. Um, there's no max that you can write off on capital gains, I should say. There's no wash trading issues. Um, so it's something to look into for you guys, maybe later on down the road in life. So get rid of this. to stop here.